everybody? Welcome to From Scraps. This is our third episode now, which is kind of crazy. We're here. It took a while, but we're finally here. Today we have quite a few topics for you that are out of the ordinary. We thought we tried something new. See how this goes. 'Cause you know what? Progress is slow, but it has to keep going. So for now, while we do get progress, we're just gonna talk about random shit.
Hell yeah. A lot of random stuff. Good, bad, scary, ugly,
Mm-hmm.
informative,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some dumb shit too. Once in a
Yeah.
while.
We'll see. Maybe I'll find a way to play a game on this show at one point.
A game.
Yeah.
Explain to me.
Guess what I say, and it's just a bunch of clips of me saying stuff in reverse.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen that. No, for real, I don't think I've seen that. Which is funny because it's kind of related to technology, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Using Audacity, we need a computer, obviously.
Yeah. So what you been up to?
I actually started a new challenge for a video that I'm doing.
Which
I'm
is?
6 days in.
Yeah.
It's a 30-day challenge, so we'll see.
Oh, where can we check you out?
But you can check me out on YouTube, JV.
Okay.
Just look that up.
Sweet. Okay, so you were talking about this challenge, what?
Yeah, I'm only 6 days in. It's hell. 30 days.
What do you have to do?
It's just aim training for a video game.
Okay.
I'm trying. So last year, this team won, and the MVP was like Demon One, who has like crazy aim for a video game. And he
Yeah.
finally dropped his aim routine, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it to see where it goes
Uh-huh.
and see how I do, how much it affects me in game.
Yeah.
You know, can I also be a beast like him or no?
So you've been uploading constant right now, or?
No, it's not uploading. I have to do the challenge first because it's gonna be all in a video.
All in one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like, all right, this is what I was before I did it, and after the 30 days, this is how I am now.
What day are you in right now?
6.
6? Oh, damn, you got a long way.
Yeah, I got a long way. And the thing is, like, it's 2 parts, right? So the first one is just, like, Pure Aim Labs, which is, like, a game that's supposed to train your aiming, like, your raw aim. And that's, like, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I do that every day. And then the second part is just doing in-game warm-ups, which is, like, another 40 minutes.
Question, since you're into gaming more,
Yeah.
how do you see gaming in the future being?
In terms of what?
In general, playing and, obviously visuals are going to be even crazier as they go, but
You know what? I don't think that's actually true for visuals.
think so?
I think we're peaking right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. If you look at games from, let's say, released yesterday
Yeah.
to games released maybe 2 years ago, they're not too different,
Yeah.
you know? They're pretty similar.
Okay.
So I think that part is slowing down. I think what's going to change is the peripherals we use. Like, visuals are probably peaking. Game ideas, at this point, it's just remix of remixes.
Okay.
Just taking what works, putting it all in one game and see what
So
happens.
ideas have been gone for long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
A long
damn.
time ago. Everything is just like a remix, a yoink and twist, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So,
And graphics are pretty much at its peak, like you mentioned.
yeah. But I think the way we interact with games is going to be different.
Okay.
You
How?
know, I don't think there's going to be mouse and keyboard anymore. Let's say, 10 years from now? I'd say it's more of like a
Hands-on type of playing?
kind of. It's more of like what is the word? It interacts with your nervous system more,
Okay.
you know?
So you'll probably be like in the game at that point, You probably feel like you're inside of it,
In a way, yeah.
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 And a lot has to do, I'm assuming, with like virtual reality stuff, right?
Possibly, yeah. I think that is going to get better, the screens inside virtual headsets.
Yeah.
Those will have to get better and smoother so people don't feel as sick. The controllers for
Oh,
those are
why?
gonna have
To
to
like
change.
dizziness and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's why I never really been interested in that because I always feel like, man, if I watch that thing, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
like I had an early headset of like the Oculus.
Yeah.
It was really nauseating. Even the headset I have now is kind of nauseating, but not as bad as the other one. I can tolerate it for an hour.
Yeah.
The other one I couldn't.
Okay.
I'd be in there for 15 minutes and I'd be like, I have to get out because I'm gonna vomit. Yeah. So
So that's where you mainly feel that games are going to, or
the other thing is, I think esports is gonna change because of it. I think FPS is gonna be more of like they're gonna have like paintball arenas on stage,
okay.
you know, with virtual headsets, and that's gonna be kind of the way it goes. So we'll see.
Oh, that's crazy.
For like FPS shooters, yeah.
So overall, like visuals, ideas are pretty much there. They just need to like, so they're not even gonna advance in that area no more. They're gonna advance in the way you play it.
Well, they're gonna keep advancing it always, right? They're gonna always try to pursue as like, I have to get it as close to real as I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what they're gonna be starting to focus is more of the feel,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
instead of the looks.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know?
think once the screen technology finally gets advanced enough for it to like be able to handle that kind of high density and small screens, I think we're pretty much there.
Oh, nice. It's like the sim racings. Oh my god, they look
Sim
so
racing.
cool. You know,
I was thinking of the game The Sims.
no.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean
Yeah.
now.
I
Yeah,
was like,
racing
what the heck,
simulators. Yeah.
Yeah, those things look so cool.
Do you want one?
I wish. Like I seen those cool ass setups, but they're like hella expensive.
Yeah.
You know,
Unless you buy one used.
that too. I also seen the ones that people literally take a whole car and fill it up with screens all around it. Like you actually feel like you're in the car and shit. I'm like, wow. And that's what I mean by video games would advance to that kind of feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Example, the fighting games or the what's it called, the war games or whatever you
FPS
want to call
games.
them. Yeah. I'm like, how realistic can they make them, you know?
Pretty realistic because I think if they put like vests on, like suits that like have feedback on them,
Okay.
yeah, I can get pretty real.
So like,
Yeah.
then you wake up again. Oh, okay.
Like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, it's like an anime called Sword Art Online, which we won't get into, but it's pretty much that.
Yeah.
They have like a helmet, a virtual helmet that puts you to sleep, but it connects to like your spinal cord.
No way.
So in game, you pretty much control your character with your mind and everything, your body.
Which, talking about virtual reality, what do you think about those? I'm pretty sure you've seen them, those Apple Visions.
Oh, that
I think the whole world has seen them.
Yeah, it's just like it's not new.
No, it's definitely not new. But what do you think about
Like in terms of how the technology works, I don't think it's new.
Yeah.
Because like apparently like there's like a see-through screen or whatever. I would prefer the HoloLens, which came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's just pretty much an Apple HoloLens is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
SEP is really expensive.
It is, but I don't think you can even get the HoloLens unless you're a corporate company. So, at least this brings it to the public. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea just to use them everywhere?
I don't think it doesn't last that long. I think it only has like a 2-hour battery pack. So you would have to bring batteries, which might be the future. Who knows? Batteries with you everywhere.
Do you find yourself walking with those though?
I've seen people do it.
No, I'm not asking you.
YouTube.
Would
Me?
you find yourself walking with those?
I would have to try it first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think they need to be smaller to make them more
Well, they'll probably have that.
streetable. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. If everyone's wearing it, no one's gonna give a fuck.
Yeah. I
You know.
guess.
Seriously, if everyone's wearing pants, like, who cares if you're wearing pants? It's the problem when you
okay.
don't wear pants.
Yeah. Well,
know?
which is right now with those, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So,
Yeah, I seen a couple clips
Uh-huh.
of people, walking in the streets with them. I'm like,
mm,
I don't know. But like you mentioned, if more people start doing it, then they start seeing it normal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So talking about that, where do you think technology is heading to with all this stuff? You think it's gonna be very beneficial in the future for us with having all this crap?
It's so hard to say because like I don't even know what point of beneficial is.
Exactly. Do you
know?
think it was even worth inventing all these stuff?
So let's say you're, I don't know, working on a computer, right? You have those on. It inspects the parts and it tells you what each part does. The serial number, everything. It'll help you identify what's wrong. Oh, hey, this thing right here doesn't look properly connected. That might be the issue. But you couldn't see that like directly. So it could make it faster, easier, stuff like that.
I understand that part.
Yeah.
See, that's more informative.
Yeah, you're looking at an engine. It'll break it apart for you.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. So in a way, like there are things that it can help you with, right?
It all depends on how you use it, right? Just like social media, right? You could use it and be useless in social media, or you can use it and be very profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta want it. Okay. You gotta want to learn it.
Okay. So the real question is, how is humans gonna take it more for shits and giggles, or actually to progress in something?
No, it's gonna be for shits. It's always for shits and giggles.
Think so?
Always. It's just human. It's just
so
humanity.
Technology is for shits and giggles for the most part.
Always. It's always been.
Really?
Yeah. What do we use computers and the internet for right now? Porn, making fun of other people.
No, computers?
Yeah, that's
or entertainment.
That's what I mean. We use computers for entertainment mostly. We don't use it for what it was intended for.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Computers?
Computers, the internet, technology. We don't use it for what it's intended for.
Yeah, we do. We make cars out of them.
The human populace does not use it for what it's intended for.
Okay. Seems like you know more about this than I
do. It's just the use of application is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the example I gave you with the Vision Pros, how like it could identify like problems for you like quicker. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be using it for that. The general population is not going to be using it for that. They're going to be like, I want to watch YouTube right here. It's sitting in the bathtub. On a plane. They're going to be like, oh, I'm going to pop this up. I'm going to play a game here. Like the general population is not going to use it for, and that's just kind of how it goes. And unfortunately, the general population is the deciding factor of industries most of the time, because they're the consumers. They're the ones buying it and like what it's going to be used for mostly.
So back to the question I asked you a bit ago. What do you think about technology in the future then?
I wouldn't say we don't know how to properly use it, because obviously it's still advancements in technology. Mm-hmm. It's just not, the general population is not going to know about it. They're not the ones pushing for that cutting edge. Like we don't have access to the cutting edge because the cutting edge is still happening and it's super expensive. But once the cutting edge becomes normal, that's when it gets passed down to us, the general population, like phones.
Basically a stupid version for us, like a more dumber version.
No, we just have like the oldest model, essentially.
Okay, from what they have.
Yeah. Okay. They have they always have the brand new 2025 or 20 whatever next year it is, and we're living like 3 years in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that goes for like anything, right?
Yeah.
Any kind of technology that we
supposedly
have now.
Yeah, and I think that's because of like research and development. You got to make sure that it works properly. It's always consistent and whatnot.
Yeah, that's not gonna kill the people and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. What do you think?
What do I think? It's kind of similar, but it all depends on what we end up using the technology for. Like medical technology, industry technology, entertainment technology. All depends. Do I think medical technology is advancing? Hell yeah. I think that's always a good thing to advance. Mm-hmm. Entertainment technology, I don't know. I feel like we have peaked. We're just trying to find new ways of viewing it.
What is entertainment technology for you? What is your definition?
Like YouTube, TVs, phones, because all we use all that stuff is for entertainment.
You don't think this is like screens are used for advanced entertainment or advanced technology?
I think it goes back to the statement I said is all depends on how you use it, or how you, because if you use it just to be on social media and just looking at clips, you're not really using its potential, you know. But if you're actually if you're running a business out of your phone, then yeah, you're using its potential.
Maybe.
You know. Yeah, you can literally, let's say you got a good IMAX 15 Pro iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
and you start editing videos out of that. You start filming and that, doing crazy shit, and then you upload it to internet and you use the social media for what it's for, or better intended for. Then yeah, you're utilizing all the phone really well. Because you're making money out of just one single little thing that goes in your pocket. If you're just watching shorts and posting memes, you're using it as the most basic, useless thing you can use it for.
Okay.
So that's for me is the entertainment technology side of it.
Okay.
That's how I view it.
Okay.
But industry-wise, I think there's a lot of good technology. When we go really specific between like cars.
Mm-hmm.
Farming equipment, look at them. They've advanced so much,
Yeah, that stuff's never going to stop advancing because we always want to make the job easier.
Yeah. So, I mean, in future-wise, I think everything is going well, There's things that I feel like we peaked in technology-wise, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, like you mentioned, they're already ahead of time, but they just still hasn't presented it to the public,
the general public.
So we don't even know.
Yeah, because I think the first computer was invented during World War II or something.
Yeah.
And we didn't get until the 70s.
So 70s, right?
Yeah, so it's like 30 years have passed.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, and by the time we got it, like, it wasn't what they had, obviously, because they had like actual mechanical like.
Weren't they like huge? Like
yeah, they
like
were still
whole
huge.
rooms.
Yeah,
just for something simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like sending a message.
Yep. So, they're always going to be pushing technology because it's going to make our jobs easier or whatever. But we're not going to get it until like it becomes super cheap for them to produce.
Mm-hmm.
For that version, that's when it gets passed down to us.
So, which makes you think, damn, I wonder what they're hiding.
Always.
You're right.
Always. They're always hiding something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're really pushing the virtual stuff, the virtual reality stuff. I think that's what the next big thing is going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be trying to get like something as this big and powerful. And yeah.
So really small.
Yeah.
Well, as small as possible.
Into a headset as the next step.
Into a headset. It's even crazier, right?
Yeah.
I thought the watch was going to be the next part.
Uh-huh.
But como que like...
It's slowed down.
It's slowed down, right?
It might be later on.
Because we will always see it in cartoon, no? And then 3D pops on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's where it was going. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh shit, we're actually getting somewhere cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you look back and you look at the cartoons from back then,
They're
or
so
at least
wrong
from
now.
time, you think I'm like, damn, that was crazy. But now you look something kind of similar to what's happening now. Like, wow,
Back to the Future.
Oh, dude.
Remember when they went back to, what was it? Was it 2017 or something?
Yeah.
And like everyone was on hoverboards.
Mm-hmm.
We had one hoverboard. One. And I think Lexus made it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the future really quickly. And technology.
Yeah.
Like way in the future. So I don't know if you know about like Elon Musk's like third company or second whatever order he has it in. Neuralink? Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
So that they implant the chip in the brain or whatever. It helps
Yeah.
control like shit and monitors your body. My vision of the future and what I'm hoping is that they implant like an AI chip with that. So you have AI capabilities with the brain.
My question is, you will allow them to implant something on you?
Yeah.
You would?
Yes.
Oh wow.
If there was a point where like, yes, Neuralink is good, more people have done it, and they have the AI chip, I think so. The only problem that I see with that is that I think it would be like an Apple thing where like every year they'd have to upgrade a new chip, No, not that. Not the money, of course, yeah. I'm talking about like chips. They upgrade the chips.
No, I'm saying, what if you had to pay like you know how it is now, subscription?
Maybe.
It's like, hey, you got to pay annually this amount for your brain to keep working properly the way you.
It's possible.
It's a way of saying I'm controlling the hell out of you,
In a way, yeah. But at the same time, like, if AI advances far enough, I mean, we became sentient, right?
Yeah.
From some random bacteria. Who's to say AI won't become sentient,
Mm-hmm.
And it'll start having thoughts of its own. If we can't keep up with the same thoughts that the AI has, like,
Oh, of course not.
we're fucked.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part of the.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's going to be a good thing to implant yourself? Because you're putting yourself at risk by,
Am I putting myself at risk, or am I trying to level out the competition between me and just regular AI? I'm saying, like, it gives my brain AI capabilities. I'm not saying I'm implanting an AI in it,
Yeah.
So I think it'll let me keep up with regular AI computations. And I think that might be the future anyways. Trying to keep up with AI computational abilities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think they announced the first person to get implanted with Neuralink that was successful. I don't know how many times they tried it before that. Like
exactly,
around Super
what
Bowl.
do they connect?
I don't want to misspeak, but I'm going to misspeak right now. Pretty much it monitors like health problems, and it's a health technology essentially in your brain, and it's when your brain gets a signal, then you actually realize and stuff. And I don't know how it works.
Oh wow.
Clearly, but I know it goes on the brain, and then it does some monitoring some kind, and it could detect something before your body even detects it.
Whether it's like sickness.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the whole idea, right?
Or
it's supposed to detect sickness before you get it, or help in some kind of like calming Parkinson's disease or whatever, helping speech impediments, something like that.
Are they trying to make humans like never die or something? How do you say immortal?
I want to say that that's always been the case.
Yeah.
Because we're always trying to find a way for humans to live longer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be immortal. Just let me die. Yeah, and I don't care to have my consciousness downloaded into some hard drive or anything either.
See, that sounds more complicated, dude.
Yeah, because we don't know what consciousness is.
Yeah.
But, like, here's another worry that I have with Neuralink. Well, I guess this is my first worry. Or second. I don't know how many I'd named already. Is that it can get... What if it gets so advanced to the point where, like, it can detect consciousness, right? And it can pick it up, and it can be like... They finally get enough data to be like, look, we can just extract this guy's consciousness, I don't want to be in a hard drive. I don't want to be in some fake world where, like, I never die, and they downloaded me into that program, and, like... Which this could be. I don't know. The simulation theory.
What I'm afraid of is that they download your whole conscience and everything. You said yourself you live in another world. But in the other world, you still got to pay bills, go to work, and all that stuff.
Yeah, the real world.
Yeah. Yeah, like the real world.
Yeah,
You're like, what the heck? All this technology, you're still making me go to work?
Yeah. But I think that's just how humans are,
No, in that case, okay, you're going to download my conscience, but can I at least start doing my hobbies or stuff in my second life?
Well,
That still work?
Well, the thing is, like, in hobbies and stuff like that, you still need stuff, right?
Yeah.
And
No, but, like, no money to exist. That's what I'm saying, that we don't need to... I don't need to eat in my next life.
Well, that's the thing. Like, money was never real.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm saying, but we already have it here now, in this world. But I'm saying in my conscience world, do I still have to pay rent?
Yeah, because someone's always going to be greedy.
Oh, my God.
Someone's always going to be
Okay,
greedy.
let me just die then.
Thank you. You would love that, but, like, this
Right.
could be a simulation. We don't know. We still paying rent and shit.
That's true.
We're still
we
working.
could be already living
Yeah.
in one, right? This
Yeah.
could be our conscience for all we know. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. Just let me die.
Just let me die.
I don't want to be in that kind of world. I don't care. I
Well,
don't
in the
care about
same
living-
world, essentially.
Yeah.
You're just repeating yourself. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you think
Well-
money's the only reason people work? I'm not saying for the people who like do what they love, right? Because
Not
that's,
everybody does what.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a small population. I'm talking about for the general population.
Do people work just for money?
Yeah,
Most people do.
because money
100%.
equals living and
Yeah.
survival.
At least in this world, yes.
Yeah,
In this conscious
Unfortunately.
world, yes.
yeah,
You know, even for the smallest thing, you know, to eat, you gotta work.
hmm
To live in somewhere decent, you gotta work. You know, and I think it's not a bad thing
yeah,
because I feel like if we got everything for free, everybody would be a lot lazier, dude. A lot more lazier. Yeah, people would say, "Oh, you will have time to expand in whatever you want to learn and stuff." You can still do it. You know, you can still do it. It's about managing and doing it at a good time. You know, most people, let's be honest, most people want to start doing stuff with their life once they get married, once they have big responsibilities and stuff. You know.
Do you think that they feel a little bit of regret?
Oh,
And that's why. That's what's pushing them.
Yeah, you know, because it all switches once you're in something, you know, that kind of scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole goals change.
Yeah.
You know, you no longer think about you. You got to think about them. You know, and but now you got to work for it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
to feed and to provide and all that stuff. But would you go back if technology was that advanced in the future?
Maybe.
What time would you go back? What would you say? Like, man, I would like to see how it was at that time.
Everyone. I feel like a lot of people would say the dinosaur era
Yeah.
because that'd be kind of crazy because there's no like human proof that we were there essentially
It'd be
During-
cool, right?
during the dinosaurs. Yeah.
Imagine going
Yeah.
back and you actually like, is that a human right there hiding in that cave
Right. Nostradamus.
while you're wearing your Gucci glasses and Gucci shirt,
Yeah. My Gucci flip flops.
your Gucci flip flops?
My Gucci suit.
Yeah, you're all Gucci.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to think because I don't know if there's a good
Yeah, don't
time. I don't know if there's a good time to go to. You know what? I don't think I would go backwards. I think I'd go forward.
And main reason is
I feel like the past is boring.
you think the past is boring?
I don't know. I think the past is. I mean, there's too many books on it already, and I don't know if I.
But that's the thing.
Uh-huh.
There's too many books, information, but wouldn't you like to actually live it to actually see if those books they wrote are actual truth?
Nope. I don't think there's anything in the past that I would care to know
Okay.
personally.
You wouldn't want to be in World War II, like in the middle of the actual war fields? And
No,
stuff?
I would die.
You would die?
Okay, so I guess my idea is like, because this is already planted in my head. I don't know what show I got this from or where I got it from, but there's like this idea of like in the future they already have the technology, right? So they come to the past all the time, but we don't see them. What we think are UFOs are actually people traveling back in time to observe us, you know? And that's what our UFO sightings are. I forget where I got that from. But that's kind of the idea that I have, where you can just like buy like a ticket, you know, like, oh, this is the Museum of the Past, whatever. Step on board or whatever. It's a hot air balloon that like has like all this technology, obviously, because they're gonna have it in the future. That goes to the past, and they just get to observe people, you know.
That's kind of essentially what I was trying to explain to you about going to the past.
Uh-huh.
Let's say you're in World War II and you can actually go there, but like not actually be in the combat to the point where if you get shot, you die. You know, like you're right there, seeing, but not actually in the fucking war. You know,
That's fine. I still think it's boring.
you think so?
I don't know. For me, the past is just boring. I want to see if America falls.
America what?
falls,
What do you mean?
like the Romans did.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if they fall. That's the only question I have. But to do that, I have to go in the future.
Yeah.
You know,
You believe that will happen?
I think America will fall one day, like Roman,
Yeah.
like the Roman Empire,
Oh wow.
one day. But that's just a guess.
By who though?
I have no idea.
Who will
Probably a
come?
country that we would never suspect that just gets a boom all of a sudden.
Guatemala.
Maybe, who knows? The Spanish take back all their land.
Right?
Canada also comes in and be like, hey, we're going to help the Spanish because fuck Americans.
No.
They always make fun of Canadians, eh?
Hey.
See what I mean? See what I mean? America's kind of the bullies of the world, you know?
Yeah, we find. But if one thing the whole world always has against America or bully America about is their weight. We're always the fat ass of the whole world.
Yeah, but everyone has guns here.
Yeah.
So that's why no one comes here. It's like, we're fat, but like I can still shoot you. I don't need to be fast for this bullet to be fast.
Still goes through your skinny body.
You know what I mean? Probably even worse than mine.
Yeah.
At least I got pounds of armor on me. But I don't know. I have no idea. It could happen.
There you go.
It can happen, you know, or like, you know, parts of America start to break off because of whatever the world shift has to move,
Yeah.
you know.
Due to technology.
No, just because the earth is always moving. You know, the lands, tectonic plates, like they're always shifting underneath the lands, and
Oh, so you were just saying that one day lands can just split.
yeah, that's how you know. Yeah, we can end up back in Africa if you want,
Yeah.
or if it wants.
Well, don't they always say that about California, that it's always like slowly splitting away?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna break soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when like such a massive earthquake might come.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they also saying that it's really close to that time where that San Andreas fault, or is it?
I think so. The
Is that
fault,
what it
some
is?
fault line.
Yeah, where it's like it's supposed to be very, very like bad to the point where it was, kind of split
I think so.
California.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't really keep up with news.
Yeah. Well, it's not even news. It's more like
That's true. I want to go to the unknown, not the we kind of know. Maybe we're right. Maybe we're wrong.
Yeah.
Past. You know. To me, that's more interesting.
I think both are to me. At least for
Uh-huh.
me, I find them both. You put a good point. Where is the U.S. stand? In the
Yeah.
future, that'd be cool to see.
All right.
But I also would like to see how did the U.S. start really. How did it really start?
Mm-hmm.
Is it true is it true these English people just invaded the whole country out of nowhere?
Not the whole country. They did the East Coast.
Or I mean, like
Yeah.
the land itself.
Yeah, they did mostly the East Coast, and then they started like going across America and killing and raping and pillaging. I don't think I want to watch that. I don't think I care to watch
It's
any
the same
of that.
thing. No, it's like you seen the U.S. come down. You're gonna see a lot of
Well, okay.
fighting wars.
In my mind, it's already burnt.
Even worse because by then you're gonna have technology that's like a lot of biotechnology and shit,
Maybe. See, in my head, they're all fighting from home.
and their virtual reality.
Yeah, yeah.
Apple Vision Pros
Yeah.
380.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone has the vid, all right? And they're all
Oh, so you
fighting from
picture
home.
yourself a virtual war is what you're
I
saying?
think the virtual war is going to be the next step in war.
You think so? I
Yeah.
thought it was bio war.
Biowar is going to be right before virtual war.
I'd rather have the virtual war than the bio.
Yeah, but the problem
If
with
we
the
make it
virtual,
to a virtual world, war. I mean,
I think so. But the problem with that is that like we're all going to be connected, like worse than now.
yeah.
And
My question is, how do you picture yourself that war going though?
the virtual war,
Yeah.
it depends on how connected we are. If all of a sudden they send some kind of malware thing, you know, and people with certain bionic arms. Because I don't know, maybe we're all like cyborgs, you know?
Well, I mean,
We have
we
like
already talked about the AI implantings. I mean,
yeah,
they can probably shut you down from there, right?
yeah,
Essentially kill you with
yeah,
that itself.
yeah. So it can be scary, you know. Like we
That's
have
true.
drones, unmanned drones now.
Yeah.
If that's the future, everyone has unmanned drones. You hack that shit, you can control a drone from anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop whatever you want virtually.
Oh wow.
You can cause other countries to have wars without being there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
virtual world.
Yeah.
Wow. Why are we just keep advancing in wars, but can we just advance in like
War is the only
curing cancer?
thing, war is the only thing that's going to keep us advancing. That's the problem.
That is the problem. It's always war that keeps advancing, right?
Yeah. All our technology is from war, from
Yeah.
old wars. If they didn't have those wars, we wouldn't have this technology.
We wouldn't.
There would be no one to invest in it. There would be no one to start it or anything. That's my theory. I don't know.
No, I don't even think it's a theory. It's like almost been proven that
Mhm.
most of the technology we have is because of during wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we have internet due to military, so,
True.
which was used in wars.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
so is technology good for the future or not?
That depends on the use case.
You know?
Yeah, the general population is going to be just using it for entertainment, obviously,
Mhm.
because they just want to pass time.
Yeah, but like we get to that point where you said like virtual wars and stuff.
Yeah.
Then what? Damn, did we really needed all the technology at the beginning
Nope.
to get to this point,
Nope.
or we're just gonna destroy ourselves with
Oh.
machines?
Yeah, humans destroy each other with machines all the time.
So essentially, we always just find ways to kill each other, a newer way to kill each other.
Yeah, because we're greedy.
Yeah.
We want something, you know. We want XYZ,
Mhm.
but that's just part of humans because humans want to live, and that's like, I think that's the ultimate want of humanity, you know.
To
If-
rule the world.
Maybe not rule the world, but to live. And if we rule the world, that means we have a less chance of dying,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I would like this one's just a fun one, but
Uh-huh.
it's related to what we do now, or at least for me. I like to travel to the point where no genre we listen to today
Mhm.
exists. Yeah,
Was that the future or is that the
Future.
past? Oh, okay.
future.
Okay.
Future. If we're talking about me going to the future, I would say I would like to travel to a place where
Mhm.
this music we listen to now is not non-existent, and I want to see what
What it
music
sounds
they
like.
listen to in the future, if they even listen to music in the future.
No, they don't listen. They experience. That's the difference.
Ooh. Yeah.
There is
See?
no listening anymore. It's just all experiences.
Yeah, music can really get to that point.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
it kind of has it every now and then. Conscious is an experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. It's just music with like a live setting and a show.
So it's just gonna be a lot of ambient
I think so.
sounds.
Hmm.
So no more fist pumping. No more get down to the flow.
That's that old man shit in the future.
Right?
Yeah.
That Stone Age music.
Yeah, the Stone
Okay.
Age music. Pretty much.
Yeah,
And
see
he's like,
that.
"What is
Yeah,
this?"
like I said, I would like to
See that?
see that. See where music's in the future and whatnot.
Yeah, go back in time to party with Jesus. That's bring him like vodka from now. And see,
Right?
the whole Bible changes.
Yeah.
When you come back, like, oh shit, I fucked that one up.
Take shrooms and everything.
Yeah,
back.
which probably he did. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't
Maybe
there.
he actually had quality shrooms, right?
Maybe.
Full natural.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Maybe he
He's a
created
Colombian.
them. Or cocaine.
The first drug dealer is Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. I guess that would be interesting to see how wrong
humanity got history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's the one thing that would be interesting to see. Like, okay, we wrote about it, we have documents, but how
But how
wrong
much
were
are
we?
we actually following from what he actually
Yeah.
is doing?
Yeah, not just him, like just the world in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'll make sure I document all that stuff, dude.
Hmm. And then you write your own Bible, and then that gets passed down, and that gets changed.
No, not only document it, I will film that thing, dude.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll be like, Jesus.
You know what? I would go back. I would write a book, and then I'd go in the future and see if that book still exists.
Oh, interesting, right?
Yeah, an interesting experiment.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah,
But do you think?
or to see how it would exist.
But do you think if you went almost like Back to the Future, you think if you did something in the past, it will affect the future though?
Then you can't do anything in the past. You
Yeah,
can't take photos. You can't write about
Secretly?
it. No,
No, that's what sucks, right?
Yeah,
Because anything you do could easily change the future.
yeah. I think that's why like the idea of like the UFOs are just it's like a school trip of like bus, like a magical school bus in the air. It's just a UFO. Like they're not seeing anything. I mean, they're not interacting with anything.
They're just looking.
They're just looking. I'm like, oh, this is how people lived in 2024.
Yeah.
The past would be. I think that's the only experiment I would want to do.
Yeah.
Is write something in the past, leave it there, and then see how it
Progresses, no?
evolves.
If it actually is the same thing you wrote
Yeah.
from 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I won't even put like an author's name. I just leave it there and be like, maybe that's how the Bible started.
Maybe.
They found a page of like someone's notes,
Yeah. Writing about him.
or just writing about like the ideal man. He's like, I'm about to run with this.
I think in the future we're gonna talk about finance. I think that's a subject I want to get into. Not right now, just because we got into the whole technology today.
Yeah, we did.
But a few updates, music-wise, still producing. Just trying to keep getting better and better, get better new ideas of what to bring out. It's a hard task. It's a
How
hard
is
task.
your social media presence going? Is it growing? Would you say?
Slowly. But it's getting there.
Mhm.
It's getting plays at least. At least one play a day.
Something, right?
It's something.
It takes one person to want to push that shit hard.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's the right person though.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can
Other
take
than
one
that,
person change
yeah.
your life.
Yeah. Other than that, it's straightforward as usual.
Mhm.
What about you?
Me, I've just been working on this one video. I have other videos lined up. We'll see how it goes. I still have a long way to go, and it's like a 3-part series. So the first part is aim training, and then the second part is like getting really good at game knowledge,
Okay.
like knowing the game in and out, like how to attack and how to defend it, whatever, blah 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 blah. And then the third part is a 24-hour stream to see how far I can get knowing everything I know.
You got a lot of work in your hands, man.
Yeah, and that's just for the one 3-part series. I have like another couple of videos that I have lined up too.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. It's a long way.
Yeah, we're still a long way, but we're gonna keep pushing for sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna try to keep this more consistent. We're gonna try to come back every. What do you want to do? Every other week? What are you thinking?
Yes, that's
Every
I
other
think
week?
that's a perfect time, to keep updating people on what we're doing,
Okay.
and also on subjects that we come across or hear about or
Mhm.
want to talk about.
Okay.
So I think that's a good time.
Okay.
Good
Perfect.
time
Yeah.
lapse.
Every other week, we'll try to upload twice a month, minimum.
Mhm.
Might get a special bonus episode. Who knows? Here and there. We'll see.
I think it'll get there.
Yeah.
As we get crazier with other subjects and see more progress on what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be even more excited to talk about, like, hey guys,
Mhm.
this-
Yeah.
how's it
And we're
going?
gonna do video soon, so stay tuned.
not only video, but guests.
Guess, yeah. Do you have anybody? Well, we'll talk about that afterwards. But we're gonna head out now. You guys have a good
that
day.
OnlyFans chick.
Hey,
I
hold
told
on.
you
No,
about.
that's okay. Maybe OnlyFans. Well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna get Amaranth on the show. No, I'm just kidding. Well, unless she wants to come on the show, it's fine. Dude, she is a ruthless businesswoman. That's all.
Yeah.
If she can teach me anything, that'd be great. Cause she makes
Teach you how to.
She actually makes like what you want a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's how much I want to make.
Okay, we'll see you guys. All right, have a good one.